Hello, today we're going to be working on math lesson 4.3, identify and write 5. So pull out page 85 with 86 on the back and let's begin. At the top you'll see that they have written the number 5 for us, okay? Number 5 goes across the line, down to the dotted line, and then swoops around, okay? Straight across the top, down to the dotted line, and then curve around. Let's make one of our own. So down and around. Okay? So this is a symbol that represents 5. We also know that 5 can be represented by a word, F-I-V-E. Now I'm going to show some different ways we can represent 5. As you know, I'm going to make right here a 5 frame. And I've explained to you that a 5 frame is just a box with 5 different segments, okay? And if I have 5 items, that means my 5 frame is completely full. There's an item in each box. That represents 5. With tally marks, I can make 5 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with tally marks, when I come in for my 5th, I cross through the others. That's how I represent 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th tally goes straight across the others. I can represent 5 with the number. I can represent 5 with the word F-I-V-E. And I can represent 5 with 5 objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lots of different ways that I can represent 5. All of these mean the same thing. They're just different ways to show 5. So let's look at the bottom of our page. In this section, we have to look at these groups of items and see which one represent this number 5, okay? So, very clearly I can tell I only have one mailbox. That is not a group of 5. One package. Okay, how about these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I have 5 of these. This is a group of 5, so I'm going to circle that. Mailboxes, I only have 2 mailboxes. How about the envelopes down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is also a group of 5, so I need to circle that. Okay, so 5 of these, 5 of these. All of these represent 5. Turn your paper over to the back, and let's work on the back. On this side, we're just going to count the number of stamps in each box and circle the correct number. So this should be pretty easy for you to do, and your eyes should immediately see the representation of 5. This little formation here is also something that you would see on a die if you were playing a game, and you would see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's set up just in the same configuration that a die is. And so my eye has been trained to recognize that this is a representation of 5. And it's a very commonly used representation of 5. So my eye automatically knows. You may have to count it. But the more you train yourself to understand what 5 looks like, the more easily that'll come to you. Okay, for some reason they've gone down with their numbers, which doesn't make sense. We should be going left to right, top to bottom. But we're going to follow the numbers they give us. So 2 comes down here. This is easy. There's just 1. 1's easy to see. 1's easy to represent. It's just 1 stamp. Here I have that same configuration. Look, dot, 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 just like on the die. And I know again that this is 5. Here, easy to see, I have a group of 3. This one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and what's funny is that all of these have that 4 right there, and that's what I've got. 4. If you notice, this representation of 4 is slightly different than the one we've learned, which is funny that your math lesson would train you how to write it one way and then use a different font, but that's how it works. So if you see 4 this way, it's another way that you can write 4, but we're going to stick with this form of 4, okay? So we're just always going to do our 4s like this. At the bottom, by number 6, we have 2 stamps, so we'll circle the number 2. Okay? Easy peasy, we're all done for today.